Hi guys, a very good morning. And Korea's stock market just had one of the worst week in years, and last 2 days was crazy. Yesterday it fell almost 11% and hit a circuit breaker. This morning, as I record, it is already down another 7%. Samsung, SK Hynix, the giants that make the world's memory chips, is in free fall, and yet one C away, India is set to open higher. Yes, Gift Nifty is trading higher. That gap between a chip market crisis and an index that just struck is the whole story today, guys. This is the Tanmay Edge. You are listening to episode 91. I am Tanmay Kurtukoti. Let's go. Yesterday was the monthly expiry. Nifty closed 23,985, 4 points under 24,000, in a range of about 4 points the whole day. On the screen, nothing happened. It was kind of a close to close, forget by dinner. But expiry closes lie. The real action was not on the tape, it was in the rollover. In what every big desk carried into the August series, and the book told a completely different story from the flat number on the screen. So, reading the August option book, and the one thing jumps out: the proprietary desk, the pros, that is the members' proprietary accounts, the sharpest mind in the room, did something very specific. They bought calls, they bought puts at the same time. 55,000 long calls, 63,000 long puts. That is not a bet on upside. That is not a bet on downside. That is a bet on a move. In a world long gamma, and they put that bet on while the volatility was cheapest. It has been in weeks. India VIX is trading at 12.44. Now look at the other side. The retail did the exact opposite. Long calls and short 6 lakh puts, selling insurance, leaning long, comfortable into that same cheap volatility. And FIs, the foreign funds, they rolled. They covered part of their futures short, about 61,000 contracts lighter that day before. They bought downside protection and sold the upside, hedged. They even bought 755 crore of cash as well. So putting it together, going into today's, the pros are paying up for a move, a big move. The crowd is short volatility, and there is a Fed decision tonight. And then overnight, the move showed up. Just not here. Korea's KOSPI hit a circuit breaker, down almost 11%. Its eighth halt this year. Samsung fell 13%. SK Hynix fell 15%. Taiwan is bleeding. Japan is down 2 days running back to back. The trigger was a global scare of in AI chips. The chips leader across the ocean cracked 5%. There was a report of hundreds of billions of dollars in financing tied to the chip demand. The kind of number that makes people ask whether AI boom is real or just circular. And there was the word that China had cracked a chip making technology the West thought it owned. The desk that bought the straddle yesterday, they own the move. This is exactly what long gamma is for you. You do not predict the direction, you buy the moment cheap, the night before it, and you let the world hand it to you. Last night, the world handed it to them. Here is the twist that matters for us. India is not a chip market. Our IT is services. TCS, Infosys, the companies that run on chips, not the ones that make it. So while Korea burnt yesterday, Indian IT rose up 3.3%. TCS was up 4.5% on its earning. Two chip stories, one where they built them and one where they use them. And only one of them is on fire. And this morning, Gift Nifty is up 0.5% and trading at 24,219, pointing to a firm open somewhere around 24,180 to 24,200. So the plan, new weekly after expiry, 4th August, 24,000 is still the pin, still the magnet, still the number the writers wanted. Above it, the resistance stacks up 24,100, then the big one comes at 24,200 and then 24,300. Below it, the put writers are packed at 23,900, 23,800 and 23,700. And those are your supports. The straddle is pricing a move of almost 300 points a week. The trade, this is not a day to sell cheap volatilities. The pros are not selling it, and now you know why. There is a live chip crash in the east and a Fed decision tonight. So you own your optionality. If we open near 24,100, respect it, and the first resistance and do not chase it. Trade the 23,900 to 24,100 box, guys. Still, I feel 23,900 to 24,100 box stays. Keep a light on protection and the Fed pick the direction, because the number that lands tonight at 11:30 our time decides whether this gap holds or not, or whether the chip fear finally crosses the ocean. And that is your one lesson for today, guys. When you see the pros go long both sides of the chain the night before an known event, while everyone else is busy selling premium, do not argue with them. They are not calling for a direction, they are telling you a move is coming in, and right now it is cheap to own it. Last night in Korea, they were proven right before the Indian markets even opened. Quick scorecard on yesterday, guys. The call was simple: pinned at 24,000, hedge, do not sell. It landed. The pin held within 15 points and the volatility never crushed. Exactly the Fed was sitting there popping it up. I'll put roughly a 4 on that one. Full scorecard is available on rupeecase.com. You can go and check it out, guys. Have a great Wednesday. One flat pin, one chip crash, one Fed night. Own the move. Trade the 23,900 to 24,100 to 150 box and let the Fed decide. This was Tanmay H. If you found value in this, guys, please share it with one trader friend who needs it right now. Subscribe to Apple Podcast, Spotify, and listen it live on rupeecase.com where it streams first. And give it a rating, guys, and a review if you want to add something.